Hi everyone, Deb here from Deb's Sober Days. So today's quote comes from Billy, who asks us, do I treat AA like one of the 80 most important days in history? And this comes from Time Magazine, actually, who, when they turned 80 years old, did a feature on what they consider to be the 80 days that shaped the time that they were publishing. So Billy, in his share, asked this very simple question: do I treat AA like one of the most important days in history? And the truth of the matter is that for me, there are definitely times that I don't know that I do. Um, there are also times that I walk out of a meeting and I'll say, "Wow, that was fantastic." And I find myself thinking that that happens most often on the days that I wasn't sure I wanted to go to a meeting. You know those days. Those days you're not feeling real great or you're really tired and the meeting isn't until 8 o'clock and you just want to stay in bed. But you get up and you go, and then you walk out, and it's like, wow, I'm so glad I didn't miss that. And that's, when I'm usually most, "Wow, thank God AA is in my life." And, simply put, I think it comes down to our gratitude. I think it comes down to, the humility of knowing that you can't do it yourself and that you need the fellowship. So, I think generally speaking, I think of AA daily. I think of AA every time I do a video, whether it's a talking video like this to discuss a quote, or a video where I am simply putting the quote up and then a simple one or two sentence response to the quote that I post as shorts. But um, AA is there, it's present in my life. Every day that I choose to go or not go to a certain meeting and attend a different one or do an online meeting, AA is there. But what's most present is, especially as I'm working through my steps. I'm at step 8, and the work I've done with my sponsor thus far, and applying principles to my life and asking God for direction and how to do the next right thing. I think that's where AA is most present in my life. And while it's sometimes not a really loud, intense voice like the alcoholism voice can get, it's still there. It's a still, quiet sense in the back of my mind about AA and what I need to do to keep myself sober and keeping up my sober network and doing my daily practices, whether that is a meeting, a meditation, one of these videos, just taking my medication. And at the end of the day, the biggest one of all, just not taking a drink that day. So while I can't say that every day, I think to myself, AA is one of the most important days in history according to Time Magazine, and I agree 100% with that. That's not always the case. But do every day, am I aware of the importance of AA in my life? You betcha. And am I aware that without AA in my life, I probably wouldn't make it? You betcha. Because I really don't know that I would. I spoke a couple days ago about the alcoholism voice coming in recently and very strong and very powerful. And if I didn't have more AA instilled in me, I probably could have succumbed to that voice by now. So I can only thank God and thank AA for that. So that's our thought for the day. I hope to see you back again tomorrow for Deb's Sober Days. Keep tuning in. Please talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you want to hear about. If you have any quotes that you find really useful in your recovery that I can share my opinions about and we can dialogue, that would be great. So until next time, take care. Have a blessed and sober day. Bye.